Have you ever had the chance to get even with someone who hurt you, but you chose not to? It's a tough spot to be in, right? Well, today we're diving into a story about a guy named David who faced that exact situation, not once, but twice. Welcome back. We're jumping into 1 Samuel chapter 26. King Saul is still on his relentless hunt for David. The Ziphites, who seem to enjoy stirring up trouble, run to Saul and say, "Hey, we know where David is hiding." So Saul gathers 3,000 of his best soldiers and heads out, camping by the road. Under the cover of darkness, David and his nephew Abishai sneak into Saul's camp. And what do they find? The entire army is fast asleep. Saul is lying there, with his spear stuck in the ground right by his head. Abishai gets excited and whispers to David, "This is it! God has delivered your enemy into your hand. Let me pin him to the ground with his own spear. Just one strike. I won't need a second one." It's the perfect opportunity for revenge. No one would even know. But David says something truly remarkable. He tells Abishai, "Don't destroy him. Who can lay a hand on the Lord's anointed and be guiltless?" David's respect for God's choice was greater than his desire for self-preservation. Instead of taking Saul's life, he tells Abishai to just take Saul's spear and his water jug. It's a powerful moment of restraint and trust in God's timing. Once they're a safe distance away, David shouts out to Abner, Saul's commander, and playfully scolds him for not protecting his king. He holds up the spear and the water jug as proof that he was right there. When Saul wakes up and realizes what happened, he's filled with shame. He admits his sin, calls himself a fool, and promises to stop hunting David. For a moment, it seems like there might be peace. But let's be real. David has heard these promises before. This brings us to chapter 27. Despite Saul's words, David thinks to himself, "One of these days, Saul is going to get me. The best thing for me to do is escape to the land of the Philistines." It's a surprising move, running to the territory of his enemies, the very people Goliath came from. But David is desperate and exhausted. He's been living on the run, and the constant stress is taking its toll. So David takes his 600 men and their families and goes to Achish, the king of Gath. You'd think this would be a disaster, but Achish welcomes them. When Saul hears that David has fled to Philistine territory, he finally gives up the chase. In a way, David's plan worked. He found a temporary safe haven. Achish even gives David and his people the town of Ziklag to live in. For over a year, David lives among the Philistines. During this time, he raids other enemy groups in the region, but tells King Achish that he's raiding parts of Judah. It's a complicated strategy of survival, showing just how difficult his situation was. He's walking a tightrope, trying to protect his people while living in enemy territory. These two chapters show us two very different sides of dealing with difficult situations. In one, David shows incredible faith and mercy, trusting God by sparing his enemy. In the next, overwhelmed and weary, he takes matters into his own hands, relying on his own cunning to find safety. It's a very human story. Sometimes our faith is strong, and other times we just feel tired and look for the easiest way out. But through it all, God's plan for David was still unfolding, even in the most unexpected places. What do you think about David's decisions? Let me know in the comments below. It's a fascinating look at faith, fear, and the struggle to trust God when things get tough. Thanks so much for watching with me today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. See you then.